What's good today, boys? We got an incline chest day, and just to remind you, you can go to actionsledge.com and use code NAPO10 for 10% off your purchase of all supplements. I personally recommend their Icy BCAAs. They kind of take you back to when you were 10 years old and you used to go to Target and you used to scream your lungs out for an Icy and your mother wouldn't buy it for you, and then you bought it. So it tastes like that, but use that promo code. It'll do you well. Anyways, um, we got our first set here of dumbbell incline press. Now, I think, in my opinion, this is some older film, not very old, but I forgot to upload this. Well, actually, correct that. I forgot to make this. So like I had it sitting in my GoPro's like micro SD card, and I was like, okay, well, I have this film and it's like I have a bunch of unreleased baseball footage as well, like hitting in the cages, and I don't think I have any catching film, but hitting in the cages, I just have like a bunch of T work and BP and shit like that. And I'm like, well, I mean, I got all of it. I might as well use it, right? And I totally forgot about this. This was before I recently PR'd on a straight bar. It was a lifetime PR for me, 495 on a straight bar deadlift, and I'm very happy with myself on that. So we're gonna keep that up. The next goal is 545, and the eventual goal on that is 700. But 495 on a straight bar is impressive, and especially since in January of 2020, when I came back from my college, um, came back and I started deadlifting on a trap bar, and then I hit 495 on the trap bar, and that was my first ever 5 plate pull, and that felt really good, and I was really proud of that. But to relay into this chest day, um, I hit this I hit this chest day after I won a home run derby, so it was really good. And it was right after as well that I hit back in the morning. I had to hit a back and bicep session because of team lifts. And by the way, this bench, this kind of relays into this. It's supposed to say it's heavy, and 155 for me felt really heavy that day because I was so fatigued from previous stuff that I did. So this was after the home run derby. I won it, felt really good about it. Hit a total of like 13 home runs, and it was nice. It was cool. But uh, to get into this part right here, the bench, uh, I did after that, like a week and a half later, I did this incline bench exactly the same without the pre fatigue on baseball or anything like that. And I managed to get 205 for 4, which is absolutely insane because I've never maxed on an incline bench, and if I had to, I could say I could probably get up 235 or 240, whatever the math is at that point. So it feels good. And then with this as well, the footage is really hard to see, like the weights, but it's heavy. I think the machine goes up to like 260 pounds, and I'm doing here. I know if I remember correctly, I was at 200 pounds on these 5 sets. The first part, I don't really think so, but I can be mistaken. But anyways, it was a good incline chest day. I know that, and the bench is one struggle that I've always had, and I love the lift so much because I love getting a chest pump, and especially incline day for me because I want to build the bigger part of my chest. I want to look bigger, and I want to kind of also get my shoulders a little bit better as well. So incline day really helps with that. Is there really a carryover to baseball? Now, I found and I've been told that there is not, and to be honest with you, there really isn't a carryover. That actually could probably impede your performance because if you do this before a day of throwing, I feel like your shoulder is going to be fucked. Like in high school, I used to do chest and back before a lot of the games and practices and all that. Now, granted, in high school, I did chest and back, shoulders and arms, legs alone, and this felt really good too. This was really lightweight for me. I could toy this weight around, but for the fatigue again, I usually when I was back in the day in high school as well, I used to do 4 plates on the T-bar row version of this. But additionally, what I was saying was in high school, I used to do chest and back before a lot of games, and I found that I did really well with it. My senior year, I just went all out, and I kind of started into that powerlifting slash bodybuilding phase, and I ended up going on a stint. I hit like 5 home runs, and I batted like 640, 700 in like a matter of 4 or 5 weeks or something like that, maybe 2 weeks. I forgot what it was, but I lost the player of the month for PBR in Arizona for to a kid that goes to Yavapai now. It was a huge kid. Me and him, he was from Basha. But the point being is that when I used to hit chest and back, I used to do really well. And so I started hitting chest and back a lot more, and I started doing incline day. And I started inputting that into my weightlifting program, and I would hit bench rather than like squat. I would only squat once a week, but I would do legs twice a week, if you know what I meant. Like I would take off squat because it was so taxing, because I'm a fucking catcher. I do this all the time. And I forgot to mention that previous clip, me and that kid put down the weights at the exact same time and got up at the exact same time. It looked exactly the same. As pretty fucking cool. And I wasn't paying attention right there because I was fixing my eye. I think I got an eyelash in there, but I want to see if he does it again. But anyways, yeah, point being is that, like Huck Finn Barbell says, build the chest, fuck the rest. And I can tell you what, these right here are very, very underrated exercise because they may look like they're not doing anything, and they are. And you could feel it both in the front shoulder, a lot in the front shoulder, but also if you do it correctly, you feel it in the chest. And this really blows up my chest like absolute pumpathon. But, anyways, um, otherwise in the chest, the back combo with my chest is always feeling good. Like I always hit antagonizing muscles with it, and it made me feel better. But I don't think that I did it this day due to the fact that I did back and biceps in the morning. Now, this was weird. This was the week that I did, and we did it again recently because, balancing team weights with regular weights in my program, I eat enough calories and I get enough sleep and I track all that so I can work out twice a day. And normally I would work out twice a day if I wasn't playing baseball. Like, my career is done, and I don't know what's going to happen to it, but when my career is done, my goal in life is to become, power lifter, but own a gym slash training facility for baseball. And I want to help kids learn through the mistakes that I made, the training mistakes specifically, and try to get better as well. But, you know, the chest for me is a big staple because I feel like that and the back also allowed me to hit harder and hit faster balls. Like recently, this is also, before I get into that other story, this superset is killer. I learned this from the Abel Albanetti. I think that's how you. I don't even know how to say this fucking last name, but it's the big bodybuilder guy from Instagram or bodybuilding.com. He did this triple set, and this technically is this. I forgot to mention this is the workout that he has. And I just changed the low to high cable fly with a low to high dumbbell fly. And I look like an absolute idiot with these fucking push-ups, but I can tell you what, my triceps were burning and I couldn't do any more at the time. So, I did this superset here and it felt really good. But the point being, you hit chest and back. I hit chest and back and I started to hit harder. And then I finally boasted 102 mile an hour exit velo, which I've been looking for. And I was off of BP, obviously. But I've been looking for that for 3 years now, and I can do that, so that's incredible. Now I'm just trying to see if I can consistently hit in the 88s for miles per hour, because I was hitting like 80, 86, 87. I want to try to get 88 plus on every hit that I have. And then off the tee, we'll see if we could do 91, 92 plus. I haven't tested it in a while, but um, yeah, to relate all this together, to put all the batter into the pan and make the cake, if you know what I mean. I think that hitting the chest and the back should happen, though then again, the way I split it up in the morning, where I only did incline chest in the nighttime, but I did back and biceps in the morning with the team, I think that was really good on my part because I was able to do rows, able to do snatch, deadlift, rack pulls, all that other bullshit, the pull downs, all that good stuff, pull ups. You do that in the morning, you feel real nice, you win a home run derby, then you reward yourself with an incline chest day. And it's kind of like the milkshake. But anyways, or I mean like if you get a milkshake. You obviously know what I fucking mean. But the point being is this was a good day, and this is another good exercise as well. I really feel this in my incline in the upper part of the chest. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to go to action-supplements.com and use code NAPO10 for 10% off your purchase. And just keep lifting and keep doing your thing, guys. I love you.